Welcome back, everybody, to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. We're on every week at this time. We're the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and free classifieds. This is the time of the show we talk sports, John.
It's sports. Yeah, okay, I got a lot of issues.
Mr. Sports here?
I got a lot of issues.
Hey,
Mr.
guys.
Sports, I got issues. You know that.
You have a lot of issues.
I got a lot of issues. Way too many for an hour show. But MVP, a pitcher, a guy who pitches once every 4 or 5 days is the MVP of the league. Really?
When you're that dominant, you have to be. And he was historically good this year.
But, yeah, he was really good once every 4 days. I get the historical significance, and I just don't know whether he was there this year.
Okay, we'll put it this way. Do you really think that Giancarlo Stanton or Andrew McCutchen, with their respective positions, had a better season offensively than Kershaw pitching?
Yeah, okay, good point. The difference between Kershaw and everybody else, but is that the basis for an MVP, though?
Could be, but the other argument I heard was it was not just his pitching, which was most of it, but when he hits, he's a good hitter. When he's on the bases, he's a good base runner, and he's a good fielder. And they put all that together, is what I heard.
I get that, and the only argument that I had a problem that coming back against was if he pitches 9 innings, then your bullpen's resting, so he does affect your team. I get that, but it's not something I'm real happy about. They have their own award. They have the Cy Young. Fine, let them win the Cy Young.
I'm kind of with you, to be honest. So.
When you mentioned the Cy Young, you kind of turned my attention to that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it should be a pitching award because they don't have an extra. Well, they do have the Silver Slugger or whatever awards.
That's just batting
nobody cares about. Yeah, nobody cares about. I don't know.
Well, I think it goes back to philosophy of the guy that the team would have missed. How do I say this? They would have been so much worse off without him.
Then why did Mike Trout win?
Same reason.
Nah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. All right. So let's talk about something a little bit more exciting, Mr. Football. Changed your name. Did you see that?
Like it.
Yeah, we're talking college football, though.
And we have another playoff game tomorrow. I love it.
Isn't that awesome?
I love it. Mississippi State at Alabama.
I know.
It's a playoff game.
Every week.
Yeah.
Now, is that just because it's the SEC, Mr. Football?
I love the SEC, and I actually got into an argument with a friend about the Big Ten versus the SEC.
No.
It's not even close, is it?
Thank you. No,
It's not
SEC all the way.
It's SEC all the way. The problem is that well, I can do this. Being now a new member of the Big Ten, I went alum from University of Maryland. What I've seen is that the top of the SEC is ridiculous. Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, LSU. It just goes on and on. I don't even talk about the Mississippis. It just goes on and on and on and on and on, and they beat each other up.
Yeah.
That SEC West is like its own playoff.
Yeah.
It could beat a lot of NFL teams. I think.
Did you see that Alabama LSU game last Saturday when there was 50 seconds left?
I did.
Alabama had the ball on their own 30 or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was methodical. It was a piece of art.
Yeah.
And you give them more props for their quarterback.
Yeah. Every once in a while, the Big Ten will have teams that can compete, Michigan State, Ohio State, with the SEC teams. But that's pretty much it. You kind of rotate into Wisconsin. You rotate in sometimes a good Northwestern team, Michigan State or Michigan sometimes.
So where does the Pac-12 fall in all this?
I think the Pac-12 is it's the same type of thing. They rotate in about 3 or 4 teams a year.
We got 4 teams ranked in the top 15 right now.
Yeah, but it's how often is that going to happen?
Hopefully more often now.
Yeah, hopefully more often now.
So you're saying it's the consistency of the SEC.
It's the consistency of the top heaviness of the SEC. The problem is that they beat each other up so much. You're going to get Florida State will probably beat Miami and win out. So that's one. How they're not number 1, I don't understand that. You'll probably get Oregon because I don't see anybody beating them except maybe Arizona State in the championship game.
Hey, let me just put my 2 cents into that.
All
Arizona's still got a chance at Utah and ASU. So
your 2 cents are a little bit tainted. So I don't want to talk about your 2 cents.
Sleeper.
I don't want to talk about your 2 cents. Then you're going to have TCU or Baylor, probably Baylor, because they beat TCU straight up. How could you not take Baylor? And you're going to be limited to 1 SEC team? That's where I have a problem with a 14 playoff.
That's why, originally I thought it should have been 16. I don't know if there's finances in there that couldn't make that happen, but in order to be eligible for BCS or the former BCS games or bowl game, you'd have to be at least ranked 16th.
Well, the problem with that is that you get each year it kind of varies, but I think 8 is a great example.
That's what I was going to say.
I think
If
8, and the
16 is
best
too many,
scenario-
then go with 8.
The best scenario I've heard is you take the 5 major conferences, and the winners of those are your automatics in, and then you have 3 at large to get to 8. To me, that sounds like the best.
That seems to be the best. That seems to be the best way. I still think, and I'm stealing this from a bunch of people, I got to do something like this with college basketball because that's starting now, and who cares?
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point in time. I can't even tell you who number 1 is. I'm more excited about college football, and I'm a bigger college basketball fan than I am a college football fan.
It's Kentucky.
I know. I didn't want to think about it. It's not Arizona. It's Kentucky.
We'll be there.
Yeah, eventually maybe. But we're not talking
They're
Arizona.
ranked number 2 in the nation, Joe.
We're not talking about that. Who cares?
Not yet.
They haven't played a game yet, have they?
Tonight.
Tonight, 5 o'clock, Mount St. Mary's.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota, Louisville, the Patinos.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. In Minnesota.
Very interesting.
There's some good games early on in college basketball.
I forgot
but once
his
again,
kid got that job.
Once again, I think that it's going to be overshadowed. And I think if college basketball can do something like we announced the 64 starting in February, or we stop, or something along those lines to make it exciting.
I'm with you.
Because who cares about these games now? I don't want to be ranked number 1 in February. Who cares? So, all right, Mr. Sports, we got stuff to talk. We got football to talk about when you come back. Is that all right?
Sounds great.
Awesome. All right, you're listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS. Football picks when we come back.
We are back, everybody, for one more segment of the Gazette Radio Hour.
What have you guys done?
He does this Keith Jackson. We're
You
back,
guys,
everybody.
I don't know what. I apologize, Peter. You guys have turned him into a monster. Okay, because Peter was tame and he was
We don't
wonderful.
have time for that. I like talking about Doug and his. We're back, everybody.
Oh, okay.
USC football. Fumble.
Look, I'm going to get in trouble if I don't ID the station.
ID the station.
I got to
that's
ID
true.
the station.
That is true.
Anyway, you're listening to Santa Cruz hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS, the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John.
And
we have
Keith
Kyle
Jackson.
Kyle Jellings with us, the station manager here. Kyle, real fast, what is KHTS doing tonight with the football, high school?
So tonight we have football playoffs starting. So we're going to cover all 3 games. We'll have like a round robin thing. Myself will be in studio with Joe Soriano. Joe Soriano does play-by-play for the COC games, which, by the way, tomorrow night, COC's final football game will be here live on AM-1220 KHTS as well.
Who are they playing, do you know?
They are playing a
Football.
Cerritos. There it is. Cerritos. There it is. And
Did someone say they're playing a football game?
Oh, I was trying to help him out.
no, they will be playing a football game. That's not true. But we'll cover all the games, both Hart, Valencia, and Canyon. All 3 of them will cover.
All playoff
So,
games. If they lose, they go home, so it's crucial.
It's true, and it's first year in the West Valley Division, so we'll see what the Foothill League's made of tonight.
All right.
It could be a tough road.
With no further ado, let's get to NFL. We got to do our standings for our picks. This is through week 8, right? Am I correct? Yeah, week 8. Standings stayed the same. In last place is Mr. John Rogers at 27 and 23. Didn't you win last year?
Yeah, I did.
I think.
Yeah,
So what happened this year?
The Redskins aren't good. What do you
He's
want?
taking the Redskins.
Mr. Football
I'm showing
remains
my-
in third place with 28 correct picks with 22 wrong picks. Kyle Jellings, station manager here, is at 29 and 21, and Doug's locked into first, baby, with 32 and 18.
Wow,
I'm coming for you, Doug.
32 and 18.
32 and 18. Next year we're doing this against the spread. We'll see.
Man.
We'll separate the men from
All
the
right, here
boys.
we go,
We don't
gentlemen.
endorse gambling, John.
Yeah, that's true.
This is where the rubber
It's
meets
sports
the road.
investing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay at Washington, John.
Doug,
I go first. It's Washington. John?
really? You don't have to ask me.
Do I have a coin? I don't know.
Kyle?
Anybody have a coin? I'm gonna go. Washington. Why not? RG3, right?
That game should be so good it should be on Thursday night.
Oof.
I'm going Tampa
Like
Bay.
last night's game?
Yeah. You're going Tampa Bay? You would.
Why
I
would
would
you?
go Tampa Bay, John.
All I have to say is scoreboard.
It's in Washington. You realize that?
Yes, and I will give you a player to be aware of.
Oh, here we
Charles
go.
Sims, running back.
Nope. Mike,
Never heard of him.
Mike Evans, receiver.
That's still it's putting
Yeah, I
yourself in a hole, John.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Philadelphia, Green Bay. Should be a good game. What's the weather going to be like in Green Bay?
Doug,
9 degrees.
you're in first place.
below
You get to pick
zero.
first,
The
remember?
weather is it's going to be white.
Yeah. It's going to be,
Yeah.
I'm going Green Bay. I got to go Green Bay. Kyle?
Oh, man, this is a tough one. The Eagles are playing really well. Mark Sanchez did okay. I'm going Green Bay. Green Bay at home. Feeling good about that.
Would you like to put an asterisk next to it?
No, I'd like to
No
put an asterisk next. I picked last week. I picked Denver to win, even though I was thinking New England. I was trying to gain ground, but
Yeah, that didn't work out.
anyway.
Mr. Football.
Green Bay is my Super Bowl championship, or I should say Super Bowl champions. However, I'm going with Philadelphia.
As you should, because you're a fan.
Exactly.
I'm going with Green Bay because they're going to win. That's
How come we're not picking any Raiders games this year? Oh, right. Gotcha.
Because we don't do Thursday night games.
we get Owen to come in. Owen, what are they now?
What is it, 15 straight losses or something
We're
like
going
that?
to change your name to Owen.
Dude, it's hurt. Oh, man.
All right,
Okay.
now.
Anyway.
This should be the game of the week, and I'm really irritated because it's not on TV. They're showing Philly at Green Bay. The two teams with the best record in the NFC are playing each other, Detroit at Arizona, and it's not on television. Go figure.
Yes,
Anyway.
it is. Buy the ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
What do you think? He's made of money?
I'm just going to
Come
go
on,
to
he only
Buffalo
prints
Wild Wings.
He
or
prints
something.
classifieds. He doesn't print money over there, man. Come on.
All right, Detroit at Arizona. I'm going Arizona. Kyle.
Lions.
I guess I have to pick one home team, so I'll go Arizona.
John.
I just got a really dirty look, by the way.
How is Carson Palmer's knee?
Oh,
He's
He's
out
gone
on.
for the season,
He's out
isn't
for the
he?
season.
I'm still going with the Cardinals.
He's
Right.
gonna keep cashing them checks, though.
All right,
Yeah,
our
okay.
Sunday night game this week is a good one. New England at Indianapolis in the great indoors. So weather won't be a factor. I'm going, ooh, this is a hard one. New England at Indianapolis. I'm going New England. Kyle?
Colts.
New England.
Wow, I guess I have to go to the Colts to complete the cycle, but I'm going New England.
Oh man.
Sorry. You could pick up a
I'm
lot.
feeling good.
You could pick up a lot of ground this
You're
week.
the only one feeling good.
I know. I'm
It's
feeling
like,
good.
It's
though.
like it's like being chased by a bear. I don't
All
have
right.
to finish first. I just have to finish ahead of you.
How about this enthralling game Monday night? This is enthralling. Is that a word?
yes.
Okay.
It is now.
Pittsburgh at Tennessee.
Gosh.
What a stinker this is.
Yeesh.
All right, we run out of time here. I'm going. I'm going Pittsburgh.
What is it? Pittsburgh at Tennessee? Why
Yeah.
is this a Monday night game?
I don't
How
know.
did Tennessee get a Monday
'Cause
night?
Monday night doesn't have a flex.
That's like a Thursday night game.
They don't have a flex.
I don't know.
What do you got, Kyle?
Let's go Pittsburgh, I guess.
John,
Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Mr. Football.
Yeah, Steelers.
Okay. All right, everybody. That does it for our picks. Got a few seconds left.
We have like a minute left.
Oh, yeah,
according to the
Man, what are we going to do with all this
I
time?
know. So, Mr. Football, surprise of the NFL this year so far?
The receiving class, the rookie receivers.
Yeah, I probably agree with you.
There's a lot of them, from first rounders to second rounders to fourth rounders.
Most disappointing team.
Ooh.
I'm kind of disappointed with the Redskins, but that's just.
I'm going to say 49ers.
Yeah, you're right. Is Harbaugh back next year?
Yes.
No way, dude. He's coaching Michigan next year.
MVP so far.
And we talked about that Michigan job a while ago, a new name. Shanahan.
Shanahan. Yeah, I
What?
saw that too.
I'm not buying that one.
The old Shanahan. That's the part that's really bad. All right, everybody, you're listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS. We'll be back next week, won't we, Doug? We hope.
God willing, and the creek don't rise.
All right. Have a great week, San Diego.
San
Santa
Diego.
Clarita.